All right, guys, so this is exercise number 7. All right, so we're going to go ahead and draw this one here. If you look at this, there are some skills that I already taught you guys to use. Number one, if you zoom into this here, you can see this corner. And if you recall, we already used this one in exercise, I believe, number 4. We use the fillet to round the corner. You see, if you draw this a line up and down, you can see that the left and right is the same, so you can mirror it, or the up and down is the same. Matter of fact, if I cut this into 4 different corners, each corner is the exact same thing, right? So you guys can see, if I only to draw this little corner right here that you can see in the screen, that is all I have to draw. And then when I'm done drawing that, I can go ahead and mirror them into different locations. So I'm already in red, that's good. So what you're gonna do is basically, ladies and gentlemen, from here, you're gonna draw some down. Let's say somewhere there, and you're gonna draw some here. And then basically you're going to draw everything on this top section here, wherever my red thing is. So you're going to worry about that little section. You're going to draw those things inside that little box there. And then when you're done with it, you're going to mirror it to the left, and then you take the whole thing, you mirror it back down. So that's basically how you do that problem. All right. So let's go ahead and get rid of this, and we're going to start drawing. So let's take a look here. We're just going to go ahead and do just from here up, and then we're going to start drawing things. All right, so first, let's take a look. That's a 50, so we're going to draw this corner on the left. There's more dimension over here. Notice there are 70 right here. From that point to the left, that's 70, and then down 50. And then there's a gap here because that's going to be for a curve. And if you look closely, that's 60, right? So we're going to go down another 60, and then go down 50. So we're going to start with this one. Now, all the dimension here are the same. So that's 70. Down here is also 70. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Let's take a look. And also, right here is 100. I mean, in the center of that 100 would be what? Center of 100 would be 50. So it's going to be a line right here going down. That will be the center of the parts. All right. So I'm going to draw that center line first. And then from that center line to the left, that's going to be 50. And then we're going to start draw 70, 50, 60, 50, 70. And we close out with a 50. All right. So that is what we're going to do. I look like I have a line right there somewhere. All right. Anyhow, let's go and draw this real quick. After we move that back here. So let's move this back over here, please. Okay. All right. So here we are. Let's draw on that. I'm going to draw a line here. This line going to be my center line, so it's good that it's already in red. I want that center line, and the measurements here. Let's take a look at the measurements right now. We did the math. That's 50. That's 60. That's 50. That's 160. Right. So we're going to just worry about that 160 right there. So we're going to go in here. We do the measurements. Here's a new skill. If you want to change the dimension of what you already have, so you do length, and you see lengthen. All right. This one is for you to decrease or increase whatever you already have. Create. So I'm going to select this and I hit enter. Right now the dimension of that is 177. I want the length to be 160, so I'm going to do 160. All right, I hit enter, and they said now select that object, and you can see down here when I put my mouse on the part, it gets smaller. It cut out that little part, right? I hit that, and I'm done. Hit enter. All right, so this right now is 160. You can confirm. You can always confirm that by looking there, right? Okay, new skill that you just learned. Awesome. All right, I want this to be my center line. So it's going to be my construction. So in your layers, in your property, change that to center. Now, if you don't have that, you need to load that in. All right. All right, there we are. From here, we're going to go ahead and draw it to the left, 50. Enter. And then we're going to do the 70. Enter. And then we'll go down 50. and then we go down another 60, and then down another 50, and we go to the right 70, and then close that up. All right. So some of this line will be my construction line. Some of this line will be my continuous line. So this, like for this right here, we're going to turn that into our construction line because that is not part of what we want right now. Same thing down here. That's going to be a construction line. Hit escape here. And then also this is going to be a construction line. And then this will be, I'm going to change that to white because that is part of my drawing. All right. Now I'll show you some skill here. Now you can see I have construction line and I got a white color continuous line. Instead of go and click on it and change it all that, there's one way that you can do to change all of those. So just hit escape a few times to get out of things and do MA. All right. When you do MA, the match prop is going to show up. Click on that. Let's say I want this line right here to be my construction line. All right, because it needs to be, as well as this one. So first, before I can turn this into a construction line, I need to go grab the construction line first. And then now I have that main brush. I can now select that and that. Now I can hit escape and you can see that it's turned into a construction line there. Now let's do that again, MA, match prop, so hit enter. I want everything to be this color now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna do MA again. This is my source that I'm gonna select, everything gonna match that source, okay? So that's the skill that you just learned there, ladies and gentlemen. Good job. All right, so now we have that little corner there and we can worry about that, the rest later. Let's go here and worry about this center here, that circle of radius 60, right? So let's go and draw that in the center of here. So let's draw a circle, all right? And then we are in tangent radius, so that's, let's take a look here. Center radius, that's what we want. All right, so we got that. We need to go to this line here, and then you see the triangle show up. That triangle is the center of this. So I'm going to click on that. We want this to be a radius of 60. Hit enter. And again, I want this to be matching the white color because that's part of my drawing. So what do we do? Well, first of all, we're going to go ahead and trim this section here because we don't want that at all. All right. So, and we're going to trim more actually. We did not really have to draw the one in the bottom. So I'll show you. All right. But first, let's go ahead and hit escape a couple times here. Do MA. All right, I'm going to match this color to this one. All right, hit escape. Now I'm done. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do something here. I'm going to draw a line from the center of this. I'm going to draw a line from the center of this all the way to the center of that on that end. I'm going to trim everything underneath it because I really don't have to draw this. Right, I just do that and then I only use this corner and then I rotate everything. So, good job. All right. I'm going to go ahead and worry about this arc right here. Okay. I'm going to draw the whole arc, but first I'm going to draw only that corner. So I'm going to draw this arc. So from here to here, now it's 30. And that arc right there, from here out, there's a measurement that they said. That measurement is 20, right? See up here. From here to there is 20. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to click on offset. We're going to offset this line. All right. So first hit offset and I give you a dimension. Now if you hit F12, you can hide that. You can hit F12 to show up. I want offset 20, hit enter. Now I can select the offset that I want right there. Okay. So that is what I need. And also I'm going to do the same thing for the one on top. If I zoom back into the picture here, I can see that that is also another 20. All right, so I can go here to the drawing, and then I can offset this one as well to 20, which I already have. Let's offset this up 20 units. So we got that. Let's go to our start and radius arc. We're going to draw an arc. All right, we're going to connect from here to there. And the radius of that, give me a second here. Now, sometimes it's open in like that. So what you're going to do is you're just going to change the directions of it. You change the direction of it, and it's going to open the other way. I think I select the wrong one. Give me a second. I'm going to start end radius. So we start on top, we go down. That's what we have, right? Now we need to measure, worry about the dimension here real quick. So from here up is 20, and from here to here was 50, right? So that is something that we need to worry about. So what kind of arc is this going to be, really? Let's see, 1 second. What if I do offset here? Let me offset this. Offset this. Okay. Offset this arc. So first, how far? From here to here is 20. From here to here is also 20. You can quickly check that measurement real quick. What is that measurement from here to here? So you can see that this, you can see the 80 on the right hand side there. That is 80, but you know the radius of this circle is 60. So 80 minus 60 is 20, right? So from here up is 20 and plus another 20, so that's 40. So let's see if we can offset 40. So click here, put in 40, offset. We're going to offset this out to be 40. And if we click that, that doesn't work because it's crossed over this line. So offset doesn't work. All right. What we can do is click on this line, hit escape, click on this line, click on move to see if we can move this into this location. Nope, not going to work. So close that. We have to do it the other way, which is the arc. Okay. Start and radius. Well, let me see if we're doing start and radius. Yeah, let's do start and radius. All right. If we start here and actually we're supposed to end somewhere over here because that's gonna give us an arc. So let's do this real quick. Take this. This is 50 right now. You're gonna make that 100. So remember how we do it? Length. Same thing. Gonna make that 100. What happened? Select an object to measure. Enter. 100. Enter. Select that object. It go the opposite way. I want it to go that way. Good. All right. So the reason for that is because now I can draw this arc. Here we go. Here we go. And then, all right. So it's open down. I'm gonna hit escape. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna change the directions. Then that should be open up. Okay. So what we're gonna do, let's zoom down a little bit, and we need to go into that location, and let's see what the location look like. We have to get this location intersect, so we need to click on this one. We drag it up there, so we know the point. All right. This corner, that corner, and we need that intersection to show up there. All right, so that is what we need it to go for. So we might have to move that by clicking on it and drag it up to that location. All right, so that, hit escape. All right, so that is that, which means now we can go and trim the thing that we don't want. All right, we can now trim those. Okay, we can leave that here because we want to really see if we can measure that. That should be 20 from here up there, 20. So you can see it's show up 100 somewhere. That's 100. Earlier we know that the radius of that's 60. So that's 80 and that's 100. Awesome. All right. Click this, MA, Match Prop. Select here first and then select that to make it white. Awesome. All right. Now, if you did not catch me doing this over here, let's do this again over here. So what I did, was I take this and I double the length of that. So which is, there's two ways you can do it. Remember, this now is 30, so you can either you can draw another 30, or I just I just make it longer. I can add measurement into it. So right here, if you look at it, it's 0. If I go down another 30 to put in 30, you have another 30 there, right? So 30 and 30 is 60. That's the gap right there. That's 60. All right. So you have that, and also I click on this line because I want this location here to be intersect at that location. I need a point to show up. So I click that, I drag it out to that corner. Okay. So now and then I go to arc. And again, remember the arc that we do is start and end radius. So I start here. I'm going to end here. I'm going to move that way. Now, I need to make sure that it's go to that corner there, but it didn't. Sometimes it's like, let's say sometimes it's like that. What you're going to do, you're going to click on it, zoom into that location, grab that point, and move it to that location. All right. So that's how you do that arc. All right. Now, here we go. All right, so let's finish this up, guys. So we have that right there. What we're going to do now is, like before, we go back and trim the part that we don't want, which is, let me hit escape here real quick. It's trim, and then just trim that one. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and escape, MA match. We're going to go ahead and match prop this to white. Then now we have the part that we need. The only thing that we really need to worry about here is this section here. We could either do it right now, or we can just actually finish it up later. So I chose to do that later. So let's go ahead here. What we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and mirror all this. So click mirror, and then select all the object that we want to mirror. This. All right, hit enter. All right, we're gonna mirror about this location. As you guys can see, I can mirror that from there to there. Bam. I don't want to delete anything, so we have that. And then we can do the mirror option one more time. And this time I'm gonna select the whole thing. All right, I'm gonna zoom out real quick. Now I hit enter. Then I'm gonna mirror it about this point. And you can see when I snap into that location there, I now have this whole picture that the outline of everything that you need, right? So that's why we did the mirror options, all right? So now, again, let's recall that if I go back everything this way, you want to, you can go ahead and draw that little rectangle there, and then we can mirror everything we done. Or you can do what I just did and have everything here, and then now you can go ahead and draw those rectangles, and then you can mirror the rectangle over later. So since we're already here, let's do that, all right? So let's look at this rectangle. How far is this rectangle? This rectangle is 30 in width and how long in length? Let's see. The length is 130. Okay. So you look at the picture on the right, you have the length. You look at the picture on the left, you have the width. And the corner is, they rounded the corner of radius 10. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and draw that rectangle that we said we're going to draw. So let's draw a rectangle like that. And the measurement, the width right now is we need to be 30. Tab, and then we're going to talk about that 130 for the length. I'm going to hit enter. All right, now we're going to go ahead right now, change that back to white. So we're going to do MA for match prop, and then white to this. All right. So then we have that, but then we need to make sure that the distance. So this rectangle is 15 from the side here. So we're going to go do that first. Okay. All right. So the distance is 15 from that. So we're going to go and move it. Let's do another measurement here. It's 15 from the side, and it's also going to be 15 on the top. Now, how so? Well, first of all, this is 130 for the length of it. If you look back at this measurement, 50 plus 60 plus 50, that is 160. 160 minus 130, that gives you 30. So you have 15 on top and 15 in the bottom. All right. So that is how we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to move this into the location that we want. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this real quick. Usually I do it another way, but well, whatever. This problem, we can do that way. So I'm going to do 15 to the right and then 15 down, right? So I'm going to draw a rectangle that, or a square that is 15 by 15. All right. Now that is the corner where I need this corner of rectangle to be. All right. So I'm going to click on move. I'm going to click on this object, hit enter, and I'm going to click on this corner. I'm going to move that to that corner. Hit escape. All right. And then now I can hit on this rectangle, and I'm going to go ahead and hit delete. Now, if you don't believe me, you can go ahead and do the measurement here to there. That is 15. You can see that. And here to there on the left, that is also 15. Right. We're going to worry about that later. So we have this. We're just going to go ahead and worry about the corner here. We do the fillet. We already talked about the measurement of 10 for radius, so we're going to do that. You're going to go ahead and do the fillet of 10. So here we're going to do 10. Right? Select first object. Select second object. We're going to do the radius. So let's click on radius first. Let's do the radius of 10. Enter, and then first and second. All right. Hit enter to repeat what we just did. All right, and then we can go ahead and zoom down to the bottom, hit enter again to repeat what you just did. Enter. All right, so all of that is there. We got it. What we're going to do now is just going to mirror this whole thing. So click on mirror. All right, and then click this object, hit enter, and then we're going to smear it about this center. So you can see we can rotate that down until we snap it in. Boom. So ladies and gentlemen, oops. Let's do it again because I did not keep it. So select it, hit enter around this point here, snap it in, said no, I want to keep everything. So you're done with the problems, right? That is exercise number 7. What you're going to do now is if you want to go in and delete all this construction line, you can, but that's up to you, and just do what you can with it. Also going to go ahead and bring out all the dimension that you need to bring out from this part of the drawing. For example, dimensions. We're going to go ahead and take out the dimension here. That's radius of 60 for that circle. And then you can do the 70 here for that one. You can do 130 from here to there. That is 130. The radius, let's zoom in so that it doesn't take the center. The radius is 10. This one is 50. That top is also 50. And then the distance from here to here is 60. So you guys can see that I need all those measurements out. And the distance from here to here would be 100. All right. So make sure that you show me those measurements. And the distance from here to that point is 20. So once you're done with it, then screenshot it. And one more dimension that we need to do, the 15. All right, so that is 15. Is there any more that we miss? Yes. The distance from here to here is 30. All right. So those are the dimensions that we need for this picture. Screenshot it, put it on your Google slide deck, and you are done with this. Enjoy.